In a recent video, I asked the question of whether the fear of being judged was stopping you from creating. And boy, did I get a response from that video. I think that video created the most amount of engagement in the smallest amount of time that this channel has ever seen. It was truly amazing reading through all the responses to that video, and it's a beautiful thing to know that there are other people out there who aren't too proud to open up about this stuff. So today we're taking things even further, and we're gonna go a level deeper. Some of you may have noticed the way I sign off these videos. Keep creating, 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 keep creating. And today I wanted to take a little look at where this came from and what it means to me. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I even have a special announcement to make. Roll the intro. So if I look back over the years, I feel like I've been essentially reformatting my brain with like this new operating system. One with a lot more clarity of purpose and direction and just really honing in on what's most important. Now this all came well before the pandemic hit. It was around 3 years ago when I left my own business to go work for myself, which also kickstarted me going to work on myself. I started to really narrow in on my personal growth, my artistic and creative growth, and also understanding a bit more about business growth. And naturally this came with like an Audible subscription and watching loads of YouTube and listening to podcasts, and I just became a total sponge for this stuff. There's just something so satisfying about finally reading or hearing something that really resonates with you, or that solves a world of frustrations that you've been holding on to for so many years. I think the first book that did that for me was Essentialism by Greg McKeown. At a time when my direction and my purpose was deeply clouded in this world of anxiety, my wife had suggested that I take a look at this book. So I did, and it literally changed my life. In essence, this book is about the disciplined pursuit of less and living a life that really matters. A way of operating with laser focus and clarity of purpose. And I was like, oh, this is a thing. Other people are going through this stuff too. This book was just speaking my language, and I felt like this huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders. The book resonated with me so well, I even had one of the key concepts tattooed on my arm. And it's funny how one book will lead to a podcast, which will lead to a YouTube channel, which will bring you back to another book. And so the cycle continues. This is how I came across Evan Carmichael. Some of you may know him from his YouTube channel. He's got a couple million subscribers, I believe. He's kind of this up and coming Tony Robbins type. Super heavy on the motivational, you can do it, you just have to believe kind of mentality. And I suppose that's why I've stopped following him now, because I was just kind of sick of that wishy-washy stuff. But I think I found him at the right time, because I was a little bit lost and I was going through some stuff and just trying to figure it all out. Anyway, Evan Carmichael has a book. It's called Your One Word. And to be honest, I think I've pretty much forgotten everything that Evan had to say in that book except for his main message, which is finding your one word. See, Evan believes that there is one word that defines who you are, what you do, and what connects all the things in your life that just make you come alive. Now, this can absolutely be used on a personal level, but I believe that Evan's true use for your one word is to develop core values for your business. How do people feel, or what do people experience when they see your product or service? I'd never really thought about this before, but seeing that I just left a business and I was essentially starting my own new little solo business as an entrepreneur, I hate that word, but it's kind of what I was, what I am, what I do, I thought I'd give it a try. So I drank the Kool-Aid and I went to work on my one word. I was curious, and I was kind of hungry to figure it out. Throughout the book, Evan talks about some of the more common one words that he's helped businesses discover, like love and hope. Evan's one word, for instance, is believe. And none of these really resonated with me. After all, this one word is supposed to sum up everything you do and everything you stand for. But throughout listening to this audiobook, I couldn't ignore the fact that there was a word, one word that was cycling around in my brain. It was always there. I kind of tried to ignore it, but I couldn't. And the one word for me was create. Create just felt so right for me because it's just what I do. I can't not create. If I'm not creating, I'm not moving forward. After I'd finished school and a failed attempt at university, I went off to become a carpenter so that I could build houses. I learned everything there was to know about DSLR cameras so that when I traveled the world, I could create travel videos. I created this YouTube channel so I could share my live performances. I became an electronic music educator so I could help other people create. It just felt so right. It's what I stand for. It's just who I am. And thus, Keep Creating was born. Keep Creating is kind of my mantra, a daily reminder to show up and do the work. And when I say work, I mean working on what's most important to you, whatever that may be, and pushing through the resistance that you'll inevitably face every single day that stops you from doing your work. In the book The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, he states, "It's not the writing part that's hard. What's hard is sitting down to write." And this couldn't be more true. Committing to the idea is easy. Anyone can do that. But actually sitting down and doing it again and again and again, day after day, and pushing through the suck and eventually finishing, that really takes some guts. For me, Keep Creating keeps me in check to make sure that I'm doing everything I can every single day to bring what's most important to me into existence. Keep Creating is starting a new track or finishing a 95% complete track that I've been sitting on for months. It's planning out my next YouTube video, designing online course material, posting something on Instagram, or just cleaning up my studio. Keep Creating means putting my phone on airplane mode and not having email configured on my studio computer. It means pushing through the fear of being judged or criticized. It means taking care of myself and my health so that I'm sharp, focused, and energized when it comes to doing my work. It means creating an environment where I can thrive. So at the end of the day, my mind, body, and soul can rest easy knowing that I showed up on this day and gave it everything I've got. Create music, create art, create food, create conversations, create something new, create something that's most important to you. So now you know what Keep Creating means to me and how it helps get me through each day. Which brings me to the special announcement of my new line of Keep Creating swag. Oh, that's right. I now have a new line of swag you can pick up from mredrollo.com/shop, and I'm shipping worldwide. Now, I spent a lot of time to find a supplier of a quality unisex shirt that isn't your typical crappy heavyweight wash once and it shrinks style shirt. These shirts just feel great. They fit great. They look great. It's 100% ring spun cotton. It's a lightweight fabric. And even though I've worn this shirt like 25 times and washed it 25 times, it still maintains its length. That for me is key. I'm a tall guy. I wanted a shirt I could try on and put to the test before I started shipping these out to other people. Each one of these shirts will be sent out by myself or my wife personally because we wanted that personal touch to every order. So if you want to support what I do here, or if you just love the shirt, then head over to my website and you can bag yourself one there. Now I do have an Instagram handle for this line, which is wekeepcreating, and I'm going to be using the hashtag wekeepcreating also. And I'll be resharing anyone who tags those handles with a pic or a video of them wearing the shirt. Well, that's it from me today. I hope that Keep Creating resonates with you as much as it does for me. If you did like this video, then please remember to subscribe. It really does help. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up also. Until next time, keep creating. Bye for now. Take 237. My new line of Keep Creating swag.
That was good.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. I think that'll be plenty.